I was an actress first.
Okay.
And then, you know how you're just somewhere and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And you just realize, wait a minute, I have an eye for these kind of things. And even when I started as a director, I was helping out, used to be a friend of mine. My first, was it my first video? No, it was my second. No, my first video was Delish. I think that was my first video that I directed.
99 FM, your inspiration station. It's time now for our game changer of the day. And we have the absolute pleasure of tapping into the mind of a director, an actor, a model, a radio and TV presenter, a host, a PR officer, a fitness enthusiast, a fashion enthusiast, fashion guru, if I do say so myself. We have the amazing Maria Nepembe in the building. Maria, welcome.
What an introduction.
We had to. So it's Maria Nepembe.
You clearly did your research. Google, come through.
Google came through for you. How are you?
I'm great, Script. How are you?
I'm alive and well.
Yeah, that's good.
I just want to find out, how everyone's been dealing with 2021 differently.
Yeah.
How has the year been for you, just on the creative side?
I truly believe that 2021 is way better than 2020. I don't think there's ever a year that's going to top 2020 when it comes to worst year of the years. But we're blessed that we're still able to do what we love to do. And, it's only better from here. And hopefully this whole COVID situation just subsides and we can go back to normal. But so far, it has been amazing. I've worked on a few projects. I've been able to, get some work done. And I'm excited for the future.
We want to talk about that for just a second. I mean, were you a director before you got into the film scene, or were you an actress first?
I was an actress first.
Okay.
And then, you know how you're just somewhere and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And you just realize, wait a minute, I have an eye for these kind of things. And even when I started as a director, I was helping out, used to be a friend of mine. My first, was it my first video? No, it was my second. No, my first video was Delish. I think that was my first video that I directed. And then I went on to direct another music video. And then I realized, I can actually go into film as well. And yeah, that's how it happened.
And the directing element, you actually went to school and studied. You went to the UK. How was that experience?
I love home a lot. So let me just say I was extremely homesick. And so many times I wanted to pack my bags and come home.
Yeah.
But I knew the plans God had for me. So I stuck it through. I had supportive friends and family who were just always encouraging me, don't worry, time is almost up. You'll be back home soon.
Yeah.
And yeah.
How many videos have you directed so far? I mean, before the official certification as a director.
Probably 5.
Okay.
And then 5 again.
Afterwards.
Yeah, and then 5 again afterwards.
So you have 10 in total right now?
I have 10 in total. There's one coming out next week. I did something for Chikune. I'm very excited about that one because I think I've never done something like that before. So I can't wait for everybody to see it.
And then you dropped one recently as well.
I dropped one recently. Don't start.
Okay, no, we have to get into that actually because you not only directed and starred in the video, you were on the song. But we're going to go into a musical break, and when we come back, we'll talk about your rap career.
Oh, no!
This is 99 FM with our game changer, Maria Nepembe. And do stick around because we're going to talk about music and film in just a moment. That is Lioness with Tala Kokado na Tala. We have someone we are looking into right now in terms of the rap career. We have a new rapper on the block. We're chatting to our game changer of the day, Maria Nepembe. And we're talking about the latest video, Highway. It's KP Illist featuring Maria Nepembe.
Guys, first of all, don't listen to script. There's no new rapper in town. And if there was, it's definitely not me.
How did that song come about, Maria? You jumping on a record. We haven't seen you jump on a record in a while. You performed at the Namas with Gaza. I think that's the last time I recall seeing you on a stage with a microphone as a musician. So how did this come about?
I don't know how I always find myself in such I'm going to call it predicaments because I know very well how uncomfortable that makes me because it's not my comfort zone. It's not what I do. So somehow I always find myself in studios and then I want to fool around and before I know it, I'm in big trouble and there's a song out.
And there's no turning back.
And there's no turning back. So now I'm here and I have to explain myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very nice experience to be able to say, guys, check out my song on iTunes.
and Apple Music and Spotify.
And Apple Music and Deezer, all streaming platforms. What are you guys?
All streaming platforms.
Yes.
So that's your latest offering. You said there's one with Shikune coming up. But you also let the directing side and the film element of your career bleed into your YouTube.
Yeah.
We've seen you change the setup. You are very on point and consistent with the YouTube.
Yeah.
How is that? How's the YouTube game in Namibia?
It's extremely difficult. YouTube is a different ball game compared to Instagram and Twitter. Like for somebody to hit that subscribe button, you have to like really impress them. And impressing people on YouTube is not easy.
Yeah.
And it's always like the content where you're like, oh, okay, I have nothing else to post. Let me just post this. Let me just upload this. That's usually the content that gets you the views and stuff. And so far, money has started coming in from YouTube, and that's why I'm so consistent. I realized consistency is key because that's when you grow, that's when you get the views, and the more views, the more money accumulates.
Hey, it's all about the
Well, I'm not balling, but soon.
It's on record. You're balling, huh? Talk to me about the Maria Nepembe brand. It's 2021. You said it's been a good year, coming off of the worst year of all time. The Maria Nepembe brand from 2021 going forward, what does it look like? What can we be expecting from you?
Well, it's almost October.
Not just for the year, but like just going forward.
For the future. Well, just I recently, 3 months ago, May, I wrapped up my first TV series. Most stressful time of my life, but also the most rewarding so far.
Yeah.
And I'm editing it myself.
Okay.
Which has been extremely challenging because I have a specific feel I'm going for, and I feel like
you're the only one that can.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can put it together. So it's taken a bit more time because I'm not an editor naturally, although I did study it in film. So it's still something I'm getting used to. But I'm on episode 6 now. I finished episode 5, and I have 12 episodes in total. So I cannot wait for everybody to see it. So I'm gonna hopefully put it on a very large platform so that it's not just Namibians that can watch it.
Yeah.
The entire Africa and hopefully the world.
Ooh, that sounds like Netflix to me. Who knows?
If God wants it that way, then it's gonna happen that way. But
awesome.
that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Nangi and Daps, hopefully season after season after season. I really just want our industry to reach newer and greater heights, to be honest.
Just your parting word to any young creatives and aspiring actresses or actors and directors and producers. What would your word of encouragement be?
Just keep pushing, man. Keep creating. And I cannot stress this enough. Don't mind the noise. Don't mind the negativity. Somebody's always going to say something, and you just have to ignore it and keep it moving. That's my key to success. F what the haters say.
Yeah, 100%.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Dala what you must.
Maria, thank you so much for joining us.
What? I'm beefing.
You are our game changer of the day.
Do you realize that I wake up I go to bed at 7 a.m. and for me to have slept 2 hours to come here for 10 minutes, I'm not happy.
We
Where's
can't.
the manager?
You are so great. We can't take everything for free.
I want
like
to talk
this.
to the manager.
I am the manager.
Well, you're fired.
Maria, we appreciate you. We can't wait to catch up. And the handles?
The handles, Maria Nepembe, I'm sure.
On everything. Just Google.
Everything.
Google me and you're going to find me. Game changer of the day, Maria Nepembe. And right now we're going to get into Kanye West's latest offering. It is Jonah from Donda, the album.